Hello and welcome to another ChessBase 14 video. In this video we're going to show how to install the Mega database. The process for the Mega database is the same as installing for the big database, and currently we're using Mega database 2016. Of course, when you're watching this there may be the options to go for Mega 2017 or a more up-to-date version of that. There's two ways to get hold of the Mega or big database. The first way is to download it from the ChessBase shop. So you go to the ChessBase website and then onto the shop section. You can buy the Mega database and download it directly onto your computer. And I'll show you how to do that in a different video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do it if you purchase a physical DVD. So you've got a disk that you put into the disk drive of your computer. Now, I've already done that. It may autoplay, but otherwise you'll get this. So you'll get the icon for Mega 2016 showing in the DVD drive of your computer. If you double click on that, it brings up this page, set up auto run in ChessBase. As I say, it may auto run. If it hasn't done, you can click on setup, double click, and then click on setup Mega 2016. So this is going to take us through the process. You're basically just following those windows that come up, the pop-up windows. Just follow those. Please select a language. So obviously for us, we're going to select English. Following these windows, clicking next to continue. This is just an introductory window telling us that it's going to guide us through the installation of the Mega database 2016. Click on next. Here we have the option to choose the install location. Now, I always recommend people to stick with the default location, which appears here just under destination folder. If you have a good reason to change it, you can click on the browse button. That will bring up another Explorer window. You can choose any folder on your computer or even make a new folder somewhere else. But for most people, I always recommend sticking with the default location. So click on next. Here we get the option to choose which components we're going to install. So you can install just the Mega database, just the player base, or both of them. The player base, of course, is otherwise known as the player encyclopedia. That gives a lot of information about different players, and you can use that functionality in ChessBase 14. I'll talk a little bit more about that later on, but we're going to install both parts of this. So the process takes a little while, but we've checked both those boxes, hit install, and you'll see the process start. So there's a few different sections to this process. The first thing you're going to get is the installation of the Mega 2016. The first window that you're going to get popping up is this one that's just popped up here, ZZip Self-Extracting Archive. Don't worry about that. It's got the default destination in there. Just hit extract, and that's going to start installing the Mega database to your computer. Now, obviously, the speed that this installation process happens is going to depend on quite a few different factors. First of all, the speed of your DVD drive, if you're using a DVD, or if you're using a download, or for both of them, it's going to depend on the speed of your processor and also how much memory you have on your computer. So your installation speed may go quicker than mine, it may go slower, depending on what kind of system setup you've got with your computer. So it's going to take a little while for this to run. I'm going to pause the video here and come back to it when it's finished the installation, so you can see that blue bar filling up. When that gets to the end, it's going to then start talking about installing the player database. So we'll get to that in just a few seconds. I'm going to pause that and bring the video back as it finishes. So here we go. The Mega database has finished installing. We've come back from that little bit of a pause. And we now get the option to install the Player Encyclopedia, the 2016. Again, stick with the destination folder unless you have a very, very good reason to change that, and hit install. So again, this process will take a little bit of time, probably a bit more time than it will to install the Mega database, because there's a lot of data in the Player Encyclopedia. So again, I'm going to pause this video and come back to it when this installation finishes, and you'll notice that green bar is filling up. When that fills up, the installation should finish. So we've come back from the little bit of a pause, and you'll see that the installation has finished. You get this window saying completing the Mega database 2016 setup wizard. Mega database 2016 has been installed on your computer. Click finish to close this wizard. Click on finish. You'll think, well, nothing's happened. But if we open up ChessBase 14, you'll see that Mega database is installed, and I'll show you what you can do with that in the next video.